Hello, I'm just gonna do a short video of our day in the Mariposa Grove. We came in through the south entrance of Yosemite, and as you see here, this is the spot. Once you get into Yosemite, you catch the tram. And once you catch the tram from this point, it takes you up to a spot where you start hiking up into the Mariposa Grove. This first tree on the left here is the fallen giant, and it's the first part of the trail. We spent the day hiking up to Wawona Point, and this was the beginning of our day. As you can see, it's fairly busy today. There's quite a few people out there. This is kind of the base of the fallen giant, and it's pretty impressive. Again, there was quite a few people here, and some of these trees that we walk by just like this are so impressive that this video absolutely does not do it justice. The immensity of the tree and how tall they are is just really something to see. As we went up the trail, as you can see, the trail is pretty easy. You've seen strollers, a lot of little kids going up there, and apparently I fell down at this point, and I'm walking on my sideways. But anyway, I was trying to get a different view. Okay, I hope that doesn't get you too dizzy watching it sideways like that. There's so many different angles of these trees that still doesn't give it justice. It does have placards all along the way. This is one about how it starts to grow. There's plenty of seating to rest. The trail is not very difficult. It is up a little bit. But this is the most impressive tree right here in the park that I think is the crown jewel. It's like 209 feet high. The circumference is like 96 feet around. Can you imagine that? 96 feet around. And this is only the 25th largest tree. I guess that's the 25th largest giant sequoia tree is what it said. There's more information. All along the trail there's more information. And this is a picture, a selfie with the tree with bucket list and MTA. That's the fun we had. And I took a scrolling picture of it. If you look about halfway up on this, there's a branch that sticks off, and they say that that one branch there is bigger than most of the trees that are in the park that are just regular trees. This photo I think is interesting. It had a photo from 1903 as it says there, but the tree's in the background and you can actually see the shape of the tree and everything right from where that picture was taken well over 100 years ago. Pretty interesting. The trail continues on past that. As you can see, the trail's pretty well maintained and pretty easy. It turns into a road once you get past the grizzly giant. Most people stop there and go back. This is a little bit further, so it does thin out as far as the crowds are. There's many trees along the roadway here that you follow up to Wawona Point. There's tons of redwood trees along the trail with lots of placards describing the tree and the history, and this just happens to be one of them right here. This one's called the Faithful Couple, and as you can see from the picture, there's two of them. And here I go again with the sideways view. I apologize. I'm obviously not a National Geographic cinematographer, but there is, you can see there a couple. I did get a still picture so you can actually see it without it shaking around. That's the faithful couple. It was a beautiful day that day, and we continued on up the trail. The trail is about 3.5 miles clear to the Wawona Point. Again, there's a bunch of views along the way as far as the trees. A lot of big, huge trees all along the trail. It's beautiful. We had a great day. The trail here, as you see, is just basically a road, so you really can, it's not treacherous at all. We next came up to a tree called the clothespin tree, and when you see it, you'll get why it's called a clothespin. And again, here I go with the side view, but if you look at it right there, it looks like a clothespin. And these side views, I think, might be going a little too much. But yeah, that looks like a clothespin right there. So I did capture a still picture so we can see it instead of my shaky camera skills. And there it is. That's along the trail on the way up. There's another pretty famous tree, the Mariposa tree, and it's along the way. It's again, I'll do my sideways view again. For some reason I thought it was a good idea that day to catch the video. I guess I could turn it around, but you get the gist. So the rest of the trip up there is pretty simple. Up the road, again 3.5 miles, and when you get to the top, you're at Wawona Point, which is right here. We made it. This is the point that's overlooking Wawona Meadow. You can kind of see there. You can also see in the background some burn spots. That was a fire from earlier in the summer called the Ferguson fire. And you can see little black spots there. And MTA, wave. Come on, wave. Wave. Okay, thank you. That's MTA. We'll scoot on down here. I'm not a big fan of heights, so I had my phone pretty far away from me when I did this. You can see this ridge here. There's like Chowchilla Mountains there. That's again Wawona Meadow. Off to the right here is I think Wawona Dome, or Wawona Dome. You can still see some of the dead trees on Wawona Dome, the red dying trees in the background. Again, I'm hanging over that with my hand. That's not me leaning over. So yeah, we spent lunch up here. We spent a little while. You can see the dead trees on Wawona Dome there. And there's another little point there. I'll let you walk up to it yourself and check it out. Anyway, we did take a different way down. On the way down, there's a little cabin that you stop by. It's Mariposa cabin, Galian's cabin. Anyway, it has good history behind it. And there's some beautiful big trees right next to it. You're going to see here shortly. So this was our front view. Look at that. Like I said, we took a different route down. I didn't get a lot of pictures of the trail. It's more of a trail. And, you know, along the way there's obviously a lot of trees. And one of our last stops on the way down was the tunnel tree, which is coming up. And I thought it's one of the better spots, and it's down by the Grizzly Giant. This is on the way down. And we spent a little bit of time there. There was a lot of people there. So It was hard to get a shot walking through it. I tried it a couple times, but I think I was more in the way of all the people. So anyway, let's see a couple more different angles here. But yeah, once I started to try to take some pictures up close, there was a lot of people in there. But pretty cool. You could, back a long time ago, they used to drive the old-time cars through there, so it's fairly bigger than it looks in this picture. Like I said, there was quite a few people around, so I think I got in the way of a few people taking selfies with me, trying to film through it. And then on the way, pretty much on the way back, we stopped along the way, and plenty of places to stop. And MTA found a nice big stump to rest on the way down. And that was the end of our day. So appreciate you riding along with the journey, and we'll see you at the next stop. Bye.